Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet? Sorry Internet, hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. Here I am again, this time with part 3 for my roundup of the end of the leagues that just happened, and also today I'm going to be previewing the Europa League as well. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're going to start with Italy. So let's start with the the winner of the Coppa Italia. So that happened on the 19th of May. And that was between Juventus and Atalanta. And Juventus ended up winning 2-1. So Juventus did end up getting a trophy this season. If I remember correctly, it means that Cristiano Ronaldo has won every trophy in every country he's been in, or at least it's the case in England, Spain and Italy. He also became the first player to reach 100 goals in 3 different countries and for his national team. So incredible statistic. So that was the Coppa Italia. And then moving over to the Serie A. So the Serie A has been decided for quite a while now. Inter Milan ended up running away with it with 91 points. AC Milan ended up on 79 points. Now the big thing that came down to the wire was the Champions League spots. So AC Milan, Atalanta, Juventus, Napoli were all in contention, and between AC Milan in second and Napoli in fifth, there were only 2 points. So AC Milan in second with 79, Atalanta in third with 78, Juventus level on points but with less goal difference in fourth on 78. And then Napoli dropped into the Europa League spot on 77, and that actually spurred them to get rid of their manager Gennaro Gattuso. So if we look at, as I mentioned, those 4 teams are in the Champions League. Then Napoli and Lazio go into the Europa League, and Roma end up in the Conference League. So a bit of a bad season for Roma, really. And then if we look at the teams that are getting relegated. Benevento and Crotone, no disrespect, but not really surprising. Parma have been one of those teams that have been struggling recently, a bit like Stuttgart in Germany, that used to be top, like they used to have the likes of Di Natale, and they just have completely nosedived. So it's sad to see for them. So that's Italy. There is another thing that I'm going to discuss when I get into Spain, which has to do with the Italian clubs. So let's jump into Spain, and then we'll talk about that little tidbit as well. So first off, Copa del Rey. This was in the 17th of April, so it's long gone, but Barcelona ended up winning 4-0 against Athletic Bilbao. So they come away with that trophy, so they do have a trophy for the season. And then over to La Liga. So this one came down to the last day as well. Atletico Madrid end up winning with 86 points, so fair play to them. And it came down to a Luis Suarez goal. So the disrespect from Barcelona to let him go for €7 million. And then he ends up scoring 20-odd goals, and one of them being the one that wins them the title. So, yeah, not very good news for Barcelona. Real Madrid finished in second, 2 points behind Atletico Madrid. And then Barcelona ended up finishing in third on 79 points. And Sevilla in fourth on 77 points. So all 4 of those teams go into the Champions League. Real Sociedad and Real Betis go into the Europa League. And it doesn't look like any Conference League, any teams going to the Conference League from Spain. Although the shade of blue is very hard to see between Europa League and Conference League. So who knows? Maybe one of those are in there. And then the teams getting relegated, we've got SD Huesca, Real Valladolid and Eibar. So the little bit of controversy I wanted to discuss was an alert came up today that Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus may possibly be getting thrown out of the Champions League. So if that is the case, that means that Real Sociedad and Real Betis would overtake Real Madrid and Barcelona, and it would mean that, funnily enough, Napoli, who got rid of their manager, would overtake Juventus. And it's all due to the fact that those three teams have still not said that they are pulling out of the Super League. So Juventus and Real Madrid both have stake in there because of Fiorentino Perez, and I can't remember the Juventus guy, I think it's Allegrini, something like that. Whoever it was, it's their chairman, and they were some of the most influential people in the European Super League, so they haven't pulled out yet. And then I'm still not sure why Barcelona hasn't, but whatever's going on. So it'll be interesting to see if they do get kicked out. It'll be quite a statement from UEFA and from FIFA. And personally, I think go for it, because if they still, after all this time, still haven't said anything, it's gone past the point of ridiculous now. So the other teams, like the English teams, the English Six, and the teams that have pulled out, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan and the likes, will probably be getting hefty fines, as they should. Potential point deductions, but it's the end of the season now, so I can't really see that unless they start the next season on minus points, which is a possibility, but depends on how pissed off FIFA and UEFA are. But it'll be very, very interesting to see if by a Champions League without Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus would be insane. So and then you've got the likes of Sergio Aguero, who's already signed to Barcelona and wouldn't be in the Champions League, so he's gone from a certain Champions League appearance to going to probably not even the Europa League or the Conference League. So so yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Probably hear more about it around the time of the Euros, so we'll see what happens there. Speaking of Euros and Europe, moving over to the Europa League. So tomorrow is the Europa League final, and it is between Manchester United and Villarreal. Now, should be a very interesting match. Villarreal have performed admirably in this competition. They knocked out Arsenal. I'm just trying to pull up the matches. They knocked out Arsenal. Come on, show me the... They knocked out Dinamo Zagreb. They knocked out Dinamo Kiev. Knocked out Red Bull Salzburg. So some admirable performances. The biggest one is probably the one against Arsenal, shutting them out at the Emirates and then beating them 2-1 in Villarreal. Manchester United have got to be very careful. Villarreal, they've got the likes of Gerard Moreno and got some tough players to break down. But Manchester United are away from home, and as we've seen, when the entire season without losing a game at home, away, our away form is so much better. This is the first final under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and hopefully this will be the catalyst for the team to springboard forward. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting match. I think it's going to be very similar to the PSG Bayern Munich Champions League final, where both sides are a little bit cagey, and then it just takes that little spark of brilliance, maybe a goalkeeping display that shocks everyone, a clean sheet. I don't think it's going to go to penalties personally. I think it's going to be done in full time. So I'm predicting a repeat of the Manchester United Ajax final from 2017, which was 2-0. And I'm going to predict that Cavani and Paul Pogba are going to score. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think that's going to be the result. So we shall have to see. Now we just have to wait until tomorrow for the match. So let's just see what channel the Europa League final is on. I'm assuming it will be on ESPN Plus, because that's where all of them have been on. Sorry, not ESPN, CBS. So yeah, it's going to be on CBS Sports Network, so that's their streaming service. I wonder if it's going to be on the TV. Oh yeah, no. So it's going to be on CBS Sports Network, and it's going to be on Paramount Plus. That's the one. They changed it from that to Paramount Plus. And then if you want to watch it in Spanish, it's going to be on Unimas. So that's going to be the Europa League final. I'm excited for that. So I will be back with you with another video. That's going to be the roundup of the Premier League and also a review of the Europa League. If not Wednesday, then for sure on Thursday. So keep an eye out for that one. That will be my fourth and final part. And then after that, we will start getting into videos to do with the Euros. So should be interesting. But in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe, keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until next time, ta-ra for now.